Welcome to Hope Through the Hard, a curated coalition podcast where we talk honestly about life's struggles and how to face them in healthy, hope-filled ways. In 2 Corinthians 4:8-9, Paul says, "We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed." That's what this space is about. Real conversations about the hard things in life and the hope that carries us through. I'm Ashley, and today on the episode, we have my daughter Adaline as our guest.
Hi.
Addie is 18, and she just started cosmetology school, and so we're really excited to have her here for a parenting episode. Her brothers and dad are both behind the camera today, helping with sound and producing. So everyone is here. The dog is patiently waiting for Chicken to drop her some popcorn. So
With her cute new haircut.
she did get a new haircut. Would you like to start with your brother's question for today?
No. I don't. I'm
Yep.
kind of scared. Is it bad?
I don't know. That's the whole point. Nobody knows until we open it.
Oh, what is your dream car?
I know your answer.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Do
Uh-huh.
you want to go first?
My dream car, I think I would love to have my first car again. Like,
Oh my.
yeah, a 1973 Volkswagen.
That thing wouldn't
Super.
budge. It's going to sit there. You're never going to drive it. It would just sit there.
I would maybe be able to go to the grocery store in it.
Girl, Kroger's like 2 miles away. It's not making it.
There's no big hills. We'd be okay. All right, you tell them what yours is.
Oh, mine is a Porsche 911 GT3 in a pink color with white interior or black interior. It would probably have to be black.
I think you need that when you have children and they get Cheerios and ketchup.
My child
and
is not eating Cheerios.
they're gonna get
Absolutely not.
ketchup and Chick-fil-A fries and rub it around on your white
That's what they would end
interior.
up eating.
Uh-huh. What color pink?
Oh, well, I would want to customize my pink. I don't want the model pinks. I want it to be customized, and I want my stitching to match my exterior color.
On the interior.
Yeah, so I want like black
Okay.
leather seats with pink stitch work, and
I thought you wanted white interior.
I think I can't do that. I think
You
I would
just
make
said
a
that.
I know, but I would want it to be like a creamy white, but it's not gonna work like that. Like realistically, it's not gonna end up being. I think it would be cute, but unrealistic.
Okay. So
You know what I'm saying?
sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to remind everyone that you can find a list of all of our services at curatedcoalition.com. Levi has his coaching services there, and I have my coaching services there. So, okay.
Okay.
You get the first question.
Okay. My question is going to be, what was the thing that surprised you most about parenting?
That you did not come with a manual, and I thought I was going to be really, really good at it. And
You had confidence.
I did.
Good.
I did. I
Good for
spent a
you.
lot of years babysitting,
It's not
and
the same.
so I thought that would translate
No.
into really good momming. And,
I bet it did.
and I was thoroughly shocked that you were your own unique person.
Yeah.
And that you didn't come with a manual telling me how to help you. So, okay.
Interesting.
So, what would you say that our relationship was like when you were little?
There was a relationship? There was no relationship.
Okay.
We did not have any sort of, we didn't bond over things. We didn't talk about things unless I was being bad. There was just like, there was no happy relationship. Like
Okay.
there was just, like we coexisted.
Why do you think that was?
Oh, I feel like it was definitely because like, I'm very strong-willed and you're very
No, you don't
strong-willed.
say. Two firstborn daughters.
Right. So I feel like I always felt like everyone else, you know, grew up having relationships with their moms, and they would go on these little mom and daughter dates, and they would come to school and be like, oh, me and my mom did this weekend. And I'd be like, me and my mom argued. Like, that's
Yeah.
what we did.
Yeah.
And so I was always very like mad at you because I felt like my mom didn't want to do these things that my friends' parents did with them because there was something wrong with me and that you just never liked me because of something I didn't know why. But then I would like, in middle school, we'd watch Gilmore Girls, and I was like, oh, me and my mom would never be like that. Like, there's no way that we could have a friendship like they did. And
Like Lorelai and Rory did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we do. And so that was always something that was like, there was no relationship.
So we went, in your opinion, we went from no relationship or like we butted heads all the time relationship, which is very true. We definitely butted heads all the time, to now we have a relationship. What is our relationship like now, in your opinion?
Oh, it's like you're my best friend. Like, I go to school, I go out with my friends, and the first thing I want to do is either call you on my way home.
Which you definitely do.
Yeah, like every time I go out, even if I'm just at work, I'm like, Mom, guess what? And I come home and I sit down and I talk to you about my day, my friends, their things that they have going on. If I have a bad day, I ask for advice.
Maybe we should tell everyone that there's nothing that you don't tell me. So if they think they're telling you, all of your good friends
I tell
know.
You. Everybody that actually knows me knows my mom and I are like, my friends all come to my mom and are like, hey, this happened at school. And you chat with them about it. Like, they'll DM you and be like, hey, Miss Ashley.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're very, like, I tell you.
So what do you think changed? Like,
that's what gets me. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it was like me sitting there realizing like maybe I'm giving my mom crap for things that I don't need to be giving her crap for, and arguing with you about things that instead of just like taking everything she says as criticism, I take it as like maybe she actually does want to help me and love me. Because that's how I always thought. Like, growing up, it was always just like, you had it out for me. And there was nothing I could do that was ever right. And so I think
But I don't know that I've changed that. Like,
no, you still tell me.
I still, before we started recording, I was like, your
bra strap is out.
Your bra strap is out, and you have
on
something
my
on your sweater.
Like,
which is not really. I mean, I'm still myself,
and still like if I'm doing
still yourself.
Yeah. But I think it was just my attitude had to change about like what your actual like your reasoning for things were. Because I always just thought you were just trying to be mean to me. And now I'll be like, oh, Mom, I did this today. And you'd be like, Addie, you aren't supposed to be doing that. Like, that's not something that's nice or respectful. And instead of taking it like as offense, I will have a conversation with you about it.
You're interested in hearing why I would think that would be a bad decision.
Yeah. And every time I say something that you do that hurts me, you've taken a step and are willing to apologize with me, have conversations with me, instead of just getting mad.
Oh, yeah.
And being like, I'm the parent here. You all, for me and the boys, you're like, I'm not just your parent. I'm not just here to get mad at you, but you're willing to apologize for things if you've hurt us, or help us feel like we can connect with you in another way.
Okay, so you've said the word apologize 2 times.
It's very important. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think that's something that we should talk about, because I would 110% say I was unwilling to apologize to you when you were very young. Like, I thought very much like exactly what you said. I'm the mom, you're the child.
Right.
And you just need to listen to what I'm saying. So you have something on your nose.
Do I?
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, you're good now. Okay, so
Thanks.
can you just I'm going to tell you. So can you describe a time that you thought that I needed to apologize to you, or that you had wished that I had apologized to you and I didn't offer that?
Oh. Probably, like, I don't know. There's lots of times that I wished that you would apologize to me about things. Like I remember,
when you were younger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. There was times when we would get in arguments and fight about stuff, and you would just yell at me and say like all sorts of things that would hurt my feelings. Like, I was a disappointment. I was messing things up. I was not making you proud, that you were just like disappointed in me. And
I think that I said that I would be disappointed in you, not your existence as a disappointment.
You were disappointed in me.
But I could see how
as a 7-year-old, that translates.
That translates to I am disappointed with you, not in the choice you made.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, there was a time that, okay, I'm going to bring this up, okay? And
I guess we'll see if it's okay or not.
because we talked about it a couple weeks ago when we went on a
Okay.
walk.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, now who's got a bad memory? You're getting old.
Twice your age. So, okay, go ahead.
Well, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. We went on a walk.
Yeah.
And now do you get it?
I
Okay.
remember going on a walk, and I remember us talking about something, and I remember apologizing for something.
okay.
But
I was
if
always.
you asked me what it is, I
Okay, well, you're going to get to know.
Okay.
Shh. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Well, because, okay, growing up, I was always super a pain in your butt, and you homeschooled me, which now I hated it. I hated it so much.
We know.
But now I look back at it, and it was kind of nice. Like, I mean, you sacrificed a lot to be there.
I do believe that is the first time I've ever heard you say that out loud. Okay.
Okay. Shh,
Okay. I'm
calm
sorry.
down.
I'm sorry.
Don't get
okay.
it. Don't get it in your head.
Okay. I won't get carried away.
Well, you did. You sacrificed a lot to homeschool us. You worked a job, and then you taught other kids, and then you came home and taught us. You sacrificed a lot for that, your time, your prep time, all of that. But I was awful. I was so bad, and I was so mean, and I hated having help from you. And so, you considered sending me to school or boarding school.
That
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'd considered it.
I think we threw it out
Yeah.
as like so can I give context to that, or do you want to go ahead and finish that?
Okay. You're fine.
So that was because we did talk about that on the
Yeah.
walk, and I'm going to tear up just thinking about it.
Stop. No.
But
Please don't cry. Because if you're going to cry, I'll end up
But
crying.
that was definitely like, I was at the end of my rope. Like I didn't know what to do. And
Right.
I was being fed all of these things, like from women who were older than me and people in the church.
Yeah, God.
like,
don't even.
That all of these people were saying basically, like, if you don't get a handle on this now, she is never going to love Jesus. If she does not learn to obey instantly the first time, then she is never going to be able to learn to obey Jesus. She's not going to love Jesus. She's not going to be able to hear the voice of the Lord, all of these things.
Right.
And I was looking at my 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old who was like,
a pain.
like, you had your own mind, and I didn't recognize the beauty in that. And I would say out loud to other people, she is hard right now, but I know someday it will serve her well.
Yeah, I remember you saying that all the time.
But I never could, I couldn't get you to recognize that I was trying to get you to obey. I was trying to get a square peg to fit in a round hole.
Mm-hmm.
And you were never going to fit in that round hole. And so I thought that the only way that we could help you was for you to go to a boarding school where they would be able to help you and teach you, because I was failing.
Right.
And so we would throw that out. Like, if you can't start to listen or obey, we might have to send you to boarding school, because
it's not working here.
we can't, we're never going to get you to Jesus. Like, that's what I thought. But to you, to
me, that was like,
how?
My mom doesn't want me home. I am not good enough to stay here with her. She's like, all of those thoughts.
And I didn't want you. That's what you said.
Yeah. My tiny little head, that was all that was conveyed, was like, because I didn't know that. Of course
not. I didn't have.
There was I loved Jesus. And as I grew older, the church made me to a point where I was very much tired of Jesus. But now I'm still very strong-willed, and I fight people all the time about my morals and my values and what's important to me.
Yeah, you do.
Constantly, because I'm so strong-willed, and I take very much I take a lot of self-respect in the fact that I love my God and my people and things like that. But I'm still also, because of conversations I have with you, I'm still very open to listen to other people. I'm not willing to be shut off. And you sat there and you apologized to me for making my 6-year-old self feel like that. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't just sit here and apologize about things like
Yeah, that was
presently.
a really hard conversation.
Yeah, it was.
Because I know it was hard for you to be like, I'm gonna cry, for you to be
Stop.
super honest with me and say, I really thought you didn't want me anymore.
Right.
And I mean, like, I was like, oh, that's how that came off to
Mhm.
you. That was really hard. That was hard to hear.
Right.
Um, yeah, that was really hard to hear. But I did apologize.
Yeah.
And did that help?
Yes, because I was never at a point where I was able to listen to what you had to say about your reasonings or anything like that
Mhm.
until recently.
Mhm.
Because I always thought that it was just something I had done. And to know that it wasn't just me
Oh, it wasn't
and
you
that
at
you didn't
all.
want me or you didn't care
Yeah.
about me, because
Mhm.
that was all that was conveyed, like,
Yeah,
at that time.
it was.
And so
And
just
I'm so sorry.
no,
I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry
It's
that
okay.
that's what your little brain heard.
Well, because I know now, like, I will never judge a person based off of their mistakes because we all make them.
Mhm.
And I make my mistakes and I know I've hurt you
Oh yeah,
for
for sure.
18 years.
No. You can't be in a relationship with someone without hurting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without getting hurt or anything
Yeah.
like that.
So that was, I guess, like you wished that I had apologized or just not said hateful things like that.
Right.
Although I didn't know they were hateful. I was just genuinely looking for a way to love you.
Yeah.
So that would be both a time that you wish that I had and how you brought that up. And I was able to apologize. I'm glad that it went like that and that we
Yeah.
were both able to heal from that. Okay, so what are some, because you've had a front row seat to your dad healing, to
Yeah.
me healing,
Mm-hmm.
to us working on healing things in our relationship. So what are some generational patterns, things that you've seen us working on?
Yes.
What are some of
Oh.
those generational patterns that you've seen maybe from my mom to me or my grandma to my mom to me to you, that you've seen us working on?
I would say a lot of it has to do with the fact that we communicate about things. We don't just sweep things under the rug.
Which
Or
is the way your dad's family operated.
yeah, your
And
family
yeah.
operated. Everybody just, in order to keep unity and family together, we lie to each other, keep things secrets, sweep things under the rug just to keep the peace. And because it was safer that way, it felt more comfortable that way.
Mhm.
And that's always been a thing. And instead of just being like manipulative about it and secretive and avoiding the real problem, it was all just we're at a point now to where it's, because growing up that's how it always was. Like if we had a problem with someone, we just like, oh, did you see what she wore to this family gathering? Oh, well,
Talking bad about the
yeah,
person without going directly
them.
to the person.
Right.
Right.
And so now it's very much like we communicate about things that we have problems about. If someone hurts our feelings or says something rude, we're going to sit here and be like, hey, we're going to take it to them directly. And we're going to handle the situation without talking bad about someone or gossiping or anything like that. I mean, we do gossip every now and then.
No. You gossip every now and then.
I gossip to you every now and then.
So
But you sit there and you're like,
is that something that you think your brothers do also?
yeah.
That like when you have a problem with them, do you just say Lincoln or chicken? Like I have a problem.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Well, and I feel like, okay, I'm going to be honest. I feel like right now in our society.
were you not being honest?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I feel like my brothers are very much, okay, guys in my age group,
Mhm.
they do not talk about their feelings. They're not honest. They're very good at doing everything to, like, hide who they really are to make everyone else happy. I mean, we talked about this, what, an hour ago?
Yeah, 45 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
no, not even. But like they're very good at just covering everything up, being strong, being tough, because that's what's taught to them. And they don't communicate feelings. And as a person, as a female who has feelings, who is very blunt, very honest,
No.
very me. I
Yes.
always tell people how I feel. Oh, sorry. Pardon. If someone pisses me off or makes me mad, I'll go up to them and be like, excuse me, you did this? I don't appreciate it. Like, I don't appreciate that you did this to me. And my brothers are very, like, I feel like y'all have taught them that they're supposed to go to someone. And both of my brothers are very much like, hey, you did this to me, that hurt me, that upset me. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or if, like, Lincoln is talking to, can I say a lady? A lady?
A lady friend?
I don't want him getting mad at me about talking about
He just rolled his
him.
eyes about
Sorry.
you.
My bad. If he's talking to a girl, he comes to me and is like, Addie, this is happening. I get so many screenshots. Lord Almighty, I get so many screenshots. And I'm like, okay, you need to communicate how you're feeling about that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, but it's hard. And I'm like, well, no kidding, buddy. It's going to be hard. And he will. He'll communicate his feelings to his guy friends. They're not too much drama. Or to a girl he's talking to or a girl he's friends with.
Yeah.
And
because he does have girls that are just friends.
Just friends, yeah. And I feel like that's very, like, that's not normal for a 15-year-old guy to be like.
And so you think that that's
things.
you think that that's something generational that your dad is
My dad
intentionally
would
working
never
on.
talk about his feelings. Like
Not before like 10 months ago. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
no. I remember one time when I was a kid, I saw him cry just once.
Yeah.
Like my whole childhood. My entire, just one time. And it was behind a closed door.
Yeah.
Like he shut it out.
Yeah.
And that was the only time like I'd ever seen him cry. And now, like, I know it's taken him a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. It has, yeah.
But I see him, like, I see when he actually has feelings. Like, he would have, growing up, you know, this very straight.
Stoic face.
Yes, very, very serious all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't smile. Ever. It was so rare.
He did too.
No, but like I remember only one time did I ever see him like actually genuinely laugh. And I think it was something I said and I was so proud about it for like my whole childhood. Because it was always, he was so serious. And by the way, I'm still very proud of that. And so that was so important. Like that I would see him like in the past couple months because he would go through jobs and stuff where he didn't smile. And I remember for a long time in his most recent job, he was not happy.
Yeah.
And then after he left that job, I remember seeing him like smile and laugh and like be silly for the first time in months. And I cried about it. I was like, my dad is happy again.
Yeah.
And he started hanging out with my brothers. He started hanging out with me, asking about my day, about how things were, and actually like being interested in the things going on in my life. And I started building a relationship with him because he decided to not put that societal masculinity in place of his authentic self and caring about people around him, because that's something that's taught to men is like, we're not the caring ones, we're the strong ones.
Yeah, your dad really has worked hard on that. And he talked about it in the last episode.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he did.
I've been a little busy, sorry.
Yeah. He talked about how that's something that he really bottled up and thought that he was supposed to do.
Right.
And so I'm glad that he's not putting those expectations on Lincoln and Chicken. Yeah. So what are the things other than communication that you and I have worked on that's different than what you've seen in our family? Like, especially like with my grandma, my mom, me, like what do you feel like is something that's different for you and I?
Loving each other.
Okay. What do you mean?
Like loving our authentic selves, because I know for a fact my great grandmother, your grandma, your mom's mom, I mean, I've never had a relationship with her because she is not a happy person, and I would never hold that against her. She's gone through so much, and I empathize with that. I've always empathized with her about why she's so hurt. And all I can wish is that someone would love her and allow her to heal. But because she was so hurt, she passed that like negativity to my grandma, to where it was so hard for her to be able to love and accept people for who they are. And I know that she was in that, what generation is that? The boomer?
Yeah.
Where they're not like loving people. They're not. They have no mind to love at all. It's very like strict.
My way or the highway.
Yeah.
Do you feel like she didn't love the authentic you?
Oh gosh, no. I mean,
Okay.
I think she really tried.
Okay.
I think she did try. But I always knew that there was like things that she didn't approve of about me, about my personality, how I acted, things like that. And I was supposed to be perfect.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's that old Christian, that like, the kind of, I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry.
I do.
Yeah,
But
I
other
have to try
people
to
might
explain
not.
this.
Yeah.
Where I grew up as a pastor's kid, and it was always that like old country church where you're supposed to look your best, you're supposed to act your best, you're not supposed to be, caught doing anything bad. And I didn't do bad things. I was very, what I thought I did good. I tried because my hair had to always be done, my outfit had to always be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
that was very much the way that I feel like was pushed on me by my family, instead of being like, hey, I know that you're feeling kind of sad today. Like, what's that about? It was always just like
Your outward appearance
Yeah.
versus
inward.
what was going on in your heart.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what would you say is the number one thing that you've learned that you want to take forward in your family? Like when you get married, I mean, you're 18, you could get married any day now, right? Like Georgia law is 18. So,
Pardon.
if you were to start a family in the next 5 to 10 years, what would be
Goals.
one thing that you would want to take forward into that you've seen your dad and I work on healing with?
Having a relationship with my kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I really, really, really want. I don't want, and I feel like that's very normal in my generation, is that all of the kids my age, I guess we're adults now, but people my age are like, we want to have relationships with our kids. Like, that's something that they're striving for, is to have their child, their daughter, their son come up to them and be like, hey mom, guess what happened today? Or to go and on like little trips to Target and, be able to walk out of the store with something that their kid likes and enjoys, or even just like going to shows together and stuff like that, like to the movies. And then also not just like going out with their kids, but having their kids sit and watch a show with them, or to be able to like have a teenage daughter come and, we'll do our hair and makeup together and watch shows like Gilmore Girls or something like that and drink coffees in the morning. And that's something that I would want with my child, would to be like, they would come up to me and be like, hey, do you want to come shopping with me? Or hey, do you want to come watch my baseball game with me that day? And I would be like, yeah. And we would go shopping together and talk about things. And
Which is something that you and I definitely do.
all the time.
Yeah.
But you do it not just for me, but we went to so many baseball games. So many baseball games.
Yes, we've gone to a baseball game or two.
Or,
yeah.
Lord. 5 or 6,
Yeah.
6 or 7.
We've definitely done that. Okay. So what encouragement would you have for other parents who have kids right now, and maybe they're listening to that and they're saying like, my kid and I aren't close. We aren't friends. I don't know anything about my child. Short of getting them up in the morning and giving them a peace sign on the way to bed, that's as far as our relationship goes. What encouragement would you give them?
Well, it's not really encouraging. I'm going to be so honest. It's not going to feel like, you're not going to feel good about yourself. But it's a lot of parents are very self-centered. Because that's what they're focused on, is things like their jobs, things like their friends, their social experiences. And you're not going to have a relationship with someone that's all about you. And parents are very much right now in our culture, like I'm not going to say this about like every parent, but most all of my friends' parents are more concerned about their jobs, their social status, their things, what they want, and they're expecting their kid to fall under that. And you're not in a comfortable relationship with a person that's that self-centered. Like, you're going to have to take yourself down off your pedestal that you've built for yourself. You've spent your life doing, because it's very much taught, like, you're self-made, you're this, you're that. It's all about you, and it's not. Relationships they're never going to work like that. You're going to have to sit there and you're going to have to apologize. You're going to have to hear hard things. I know I've said things that you're like, wow, I am
for sure.
very much like, that is, you're living your life and you've done things that you're not necessarily proud of me for doing. I know that I've done an exorbitant amount of things that you're
but you also
of.
But you also hear those things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think it's because it's a two-way street.
Exactly.
Like, I think I can come to you and say, you handled that really poorly.
Yep.
And I'm not impressed. And I think that you might need to offer an apology and try again.
Right.
and by the same token,
I will come
to me and say, Mom,
you're gonna have
that,
to hear hard
like,
things.
pull it together. What are you doing?
Yep.
Yeah. And
it's not going to be comfortable or easy, because no relationship is.
mm-hmm.
And there's that very difficult line that I know that you have to deal with and Dad has to deal with, where it's like, I'm your parent, but I'm also your friend. And if you're wanting to be your child's friend, you're going to have to still be able to say, like, you're not going to be that, what was Regina George's mom's name? Where
I don't
you know,
remember.
the one where she's always like her boobs and she's like, I'm the fun mom. Like, you're not going to have a healthy relationship with your kid if you're like, I just want you to do whatever you want to do. Like, go have a great time. You're also going to have to, be like,
be honest.
Yeah. Be like, hey, I know that you're trying to go out to this party with this guy, and that's one thing, but like, I still would prefer you to keep your values straight and your morals valued. And if you do certain things, like, don't come home drunk, don't do drugs, like, or there can be consequences. But if they do that, you're going to have to sit there and have a conversation with them. Like, I still love you, and that happened, but that's important that because they're still your child. You have to still have boundaries with them and consequences, but to understand why they did it. You're going to have to ask your kid, like, you acted out, you did this, why?
Yeah. You have to care more about the heart of the matter
than just the actions.
The appearance, how it makes you look in front of your neighbors or which and I have absolutely had that conversation. Like, if you're going to go, there will be no drinking, no drugs, no sex. I've been through the list, not only with you, but with your brother. And then with your friends, like, standing outside church.
Don't do this.
Very uncomfortable conversation with a couple of like 17, 18-year-olds. Like, will there be this? Are these things going to be happening at this place? Because if so, my 15-year-old is not going to be going. Yeah.
And I mean, I was there. I would make sure I'd be like, Lincoln, get your butt in the car.
Yeah.
But I mean, you also have said with some of my friends from school, you're going to sit there and you're like, hey, if you go to this event, I want you to not hang out with those people because of the way that they've treated you or the way that they've acted to you. And you would always say, I prefer you going to events. She's like, you can do what you want, but I prefer you to go to an event with someone that's going to make sure you stay safe. Make sure you're not getting walked all over.
I tried really hard, especially once you turn like late 16, 17, like I need to be more of your coach or cheerleader at that point, and just say like, I love that you want to go, and I love that, the school event is fun, but I would usually prefer.
I usually did not enjoy it.
But I would prefer you to be there with people, because your class was very small. And
it was hard.
It was very small, and there were a lot of very critical people in your class. And they were very
degrading.
Yeah. Because you were a person with strong opinions and morals and values, and you weren't
Very.
afraid to stand up for what you thought was right.
Never.
Um,
No matter who was there. I
Right.
don't care if you're a male who thinks that they are
right.
always right because you've got something between your legs.
But
I
that
never
was
would.
but that
No.
was their opinion, and they were very unkind to you. And so
Mhm.
I would always try to use the language that I would prefer
Yeah,
if
not
you
you
took
have to.
yeah, if you took your best friend.
Yeah.
Um
She was always there for me.
she
She always
was
went.
yeah, she did go a lot, or your boyfriend at the time. Because well, he is still your boyfriend, but but just that he would go with you.
Making me sound like a bop. Not a bop, guys, I swear.
But just that he would go, and because I do trust him, and I know that he would keep you safe. He's
Yeah.
not going to let someone
Degrade me
well or even be mean to you. Like
No.
he's gonna say
Well,
like
but I would never let
unnecessary.
a person be mean to me either.
Right.
I'll put you in your place.
It was harder though with those people that were in your class.
Oh,
It was
because
hard.
they were very manipulative.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to read, unless you have anything else that you would like to add, I'm going to read a Bible verse about.
You mean you don't want to keep yapping?
No,
It's my favorite
I
thing
know.
to do.
I
Just shut me out, whatever.
would never shut you out, but
Fine.
you have been yapping successfully for a minute or two.
I could keep going, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna come back on here and just yap more.
Okay. All right.
No.
So the thing that I think is important is what you were saying. Like, you have to be willing to take a step back, and you have to be willing to
I feel like I'm
humble
slouching.
yourself. You are a little.
Sorry.
Humble yourself and recognize that it's not all about you.
Yeah,
And that is important, not
Okay.
only in parenting,
but in any
but in all
relationship.
of life. And so this is from 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away and the new has come." And I think that that is encouraging because we can all start over, right?
Yeah.
Like every relationship, you said, had no relationship.
None.
And so if we can start from
Right.
ground zero
Right.
and be friends, like
Yeah.
genuinely best friends.
We do everything together.
If we can do that, then anyone can do it, right? Because
Mhm.
when you are in Christ, all you have to do is repent and ask for the Holy Spirit's help, and anyone can start over. You can pursue something new. You can pursue a new direction, and you can work hard to change and restore the relationships that have fallen away. Oh, sorry, Link.
It's okay. I've done it like 3 times.
So that's I think that's the encouragement that I would offer
Yeah.
to someone who has been in a situation with, a child, or it could be anyone. Like, there is always time, as long as you are breathing, there is always time to repent of your part, because
It's
every
not
relationship,
just your kids' fault.
right?
that you
Every
don't have a
relationship is two-way,
Mhm.
and so to repent, to apologize to your kid.
Yeah, because a lot of times the kid is scared that they're going to be rejected. They're so scared of rejection.
yeah.
Like, I was always, in our relationship, I was always scared that you'd get mad at me because I lied about something or something like that. But my friends were always scared of, like, rejection from their parents, or, like, making them feel disappointed if they knew about, the thoughts they had or the things that they'd done, or, anything like that. And so that was always, like, but the thing is, like, you're a parent, and I know a lot of times parents have all sorts of secrets that they don't want their kids finding out about because that's embarrassing for them.
Mhm.
But you cannot just judge a person based off their mistakes, because everyone has been, like, I'm sorry, but God has sat there and knows all the thoughts you've had, all the things you've said, all the things you've done. And
Romans 3 says all have sinned and fall short of
Yeah.
the glory of God. Yeah.
so you can't, like, I do not ever try not to judge people based off of the sins that they've committed or things that they've done or things that they're currently doing. because I know, oh, I'm sorry, all the things that I've done that are bad, negative, disrespectful.
Right,
And
because
so,
this verse still stands, right? Second
yeah,
Corinthians chapter 5. In Christ, you are a new creation. Those old things can
yeah.
pass away, and you are a new creation.
And everyone, you can forgive your kid for that. Don't hold that as a parent. Like if you're a parent and you're like, well, I don't want to know. I don't know why my kid is not wanting to have a relationship with me. It could be because of something that they've done and they're scared that you're going to reject them or be mad at them or be disappointed in them.
So be open to hearing
Yeah.
what your kid is struggling with.
Yes. And
Yeah.
don't just judge them and hate on them and just like make them feel worse about the thing that they already are feeling bad about.
Yeah. Okay, well, that is it for today. Thank you for joining us for today's conversation. Thank you, Addie,
Thanks,
for
Mom.
coming. My hope is that everyone can leave here reminded that whatever it is that you're facing, you are not crushed, you are not abandoned, and you are not destroyed. That's the promise of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 8 and 9, and the heartbeat of Hope Through the Hard. Visit curatedcoalition.com to book our coaching services, and we'll see you next time.
Clock it.